Buckle up because we are diving straight into the biggest updates you need to know tonight. First up, we have the latest weather report from the CBS News team as they track conditions for this Wednesday, April 22, 2026. Stay tuned as we break down exactly what you can expect in your local forecast and how these patterns might impact your plans for the remainder of the week.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next, we move to the emotional and complex proceedings of the Tanner Horner capital murder trial. After Horner pleaded guilty to the kidnapping and killing of 7-year-old Athena Strand, his mother took the stand today to share a harrowing look into their family struggles and her personal history. Jurors are now tasked with determining whether he faces the death penalty or life in prison, and we have the full breakdown of today's testimony. In the world of high school athletics, sports reporter Joey Wright is spotlighting a major milestone for tennis star Hunter Madigan. Madigan officially secured his 100th and 101st career varsity wins, maintaining an incredible 23-0 record for St. Thomas More. From dominant baseball performances to key soccer victories, we are covering all the highlights from across the conference. Finally, we are wrapping up our top stories with the latest updates from the KGW nightly lineup for this Wednesday, April 22, 2026. We are keeping you connected to everything happening in your world right now, so make sure you stay informed with the full KGW broadcast. Do not miss a single update, so hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to stay ahead of the news. Ever wonder what the atmosphere has in store before you head out the door? Welcome to your Wednesday night weather brief for April 22nd, 2026. Tonight, we are tracking the latest patterns shifting across the map to ensure you are ready for whatever Mother Nature throws our way tomorrow. It is always a good idea to keep an eye on these cycles, as small shifts in pressure can make a world of difference for your morning commute or your weekend plans. So, are you prepared for what is coming, or will you be caught off guard? Stick with us as we break down the forecast that matters to you. If you found this update helpful, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe for daily weather insights you can actually use. After all, knowing what is on the horizon is the first step to mastering your day. Imagine a courtroom so heavy with grief that you can feel the air change the moment a witness takes the stand. Today, in the capital murder trial of Tanner Horner, we witnessed exactly that. Horner, the former FedEx driver who admitted to the kidnapping and killing of 7-year-old Athena Strand, is now facing a jury that will determine his fate, life in prison or the death penalty. After a brief pause in proceedings, the defense finally brought their most personal witness forward, Horner's own mother. Taking the stand with her face obscured, she painted a harrowing portrait of a cycle of trauma that spans generations. Her testimony wasn't just a walk down memory lane. It was an unfiltered confession of abuse, drug addiction, and the dark reality of raising a child in an environment defined by instability. She spoke of her own childhood abuse, her struggles with heroin and meth, and the haunting memory of her young son finding her unconscious in the bathroom. It's a gut-wrenching look at the what-ifs and the early warning signs that seem so clear in hindsight. She openly admitted to the court that she carries her shame like a badge, but when asked about her son, the man who took a little girl's life, her answer was sharp and chilling. "I'm so mad at him." As the jury weighs the traumatic upbringing against the horrific nature of the crime, the question remains: does a tragic history explain a monstrous act, or is accountability absolute? We are watching a community and a legal system struggle with the weight of justice. If you want to keep following the developments of this trial, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, we have to ask ourselves, how many cycles of trauma go unnoticed until it's far too late? What a massive day for high school sports. We have got milestone moments, undefeated juggernauts, and some absolute offensive clinics to break down. Let's dive straight into the action. First, a huge shout-out to Hunter Madigan of St. Thomas More. He didn't just reach his 100th career varsity win. He went ahead and secured his 101st as well, keeping his perfect 23-0 record intact. That is the kind of consistency that defines legendary prep careers. On the baseball diamond, the sages of Monticello remain an absolute force of nature, moving to a staggering 20-0 with a 10-0 shutout over Salt Fork. Meanwhile, Westville put on a hitting clinic, knocking out 3 triples and a home run from Alec Davis in a 14-0 blowout. It's clear that some of these teams are hitting their stride exactly when it matters most. Shifting over to the softball fields, Leroy is looking untouchable. They've climbed to 23-0, fueled by an offensive explosion where Morgan Fleming launched 2 home runs to blank Deer Creek-Mackinac. It wasn't all just about the power hitters, though. Teams like Unity showed immense grit, grinding out a 2-0 defensive gem against Normal Uhi thanks to Danica Eisenmenger's dominance in the circle. In soccer action, we saw total control from the Maroons and the Sabres, with Champaign Central and St. Thomas More shutting out their opponents 9-0 and 8-0, respectively. These programs aren't just winning, they are sending a message to the rest of the conference. It is truly incredible to see the level of talent we have in these local programs. Talent we recently got to celebrate with over 370 of these student athletes during our annual Faces of Spring event at the studio. These kids are working hard, and it's paying off on the field, the court, and the track. Which team do you think has the best shot at staying undefeated through the playoffs? Let me know your pick in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the local highlights and keep chasing those wins. See you next time. Ever wonder how you can keep your finger on the pulse of your community without being glued to a television set? Welcome to the Late Night Update for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. We are officially in an era where the news doesn't wait for the morning paper, and frankly, you shouldn't have to wait for a broadcast schedule either. If you want to stay in the loop, the KGW app is your absolute essential tool to stream our top stories directly to your phone, anywhere, anytime. We have got a packed lineup coming up in just 5 seconds, featuring the latest headlines you need to know to stay informed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat with our breaking coverage. In a world moving this fast, knowledge really is power, so keep watching, stay curious, and we will see you on the other side.